Futurama is so beloved by its fan base that when given the chance, they're happy to jump in deep. It kinda makes sense too. There's so much love about this series and the characters are all so well thought out. If you do spend enough time thinking about it, you can start piecing things together that, while probably not true, may actually be true at the same time. If nothing else, coming up with these crazy ideas is a hell of a lot of fun. Hence, I'm Simon from Whatculture, and this is the 10 craziest fan theories about Futurama. Number 10. Everything after the what if machine was invented is a what if. In the episode Anthology of Interest, Professor Farnsworth uses a what-if machine to show what life would be like in 3 hypothetical scenarios posed by Bender, Leela and Fry. The show ends with the professor sitting in front of the what-if machine, pondering yet more possibilities because he has too much time on his hands. One theory, voiced by Generic Eric on Futurama Madhouse, suggests that every episode after this one is based on the what-if machine, as the professor just toys with it constantly. It's a nice idea and very cool if true, but the problem is it's a fake TV show and all the stories are made up anyway. So unless you were going to reveal this as fact somewhere down the line, well, it would all be pointless. Number 9. ZAPP Brannigan used to be smart. Zach Brannigan somehow is a high-ranking official on the Nimbus ship on behalf of the Democratic Order of Planets, even though he's a moron. The question then is, how did he reach such a level given his incompetence? YouTube channel Kamak Time suggests that Zapp is more capable than he appears, especially as during the episode Love's Labours Lost in Space, Brannigan is introduced as the man who defeated the Killbots by sending wave after wave of his troops into their clutches, forcing them to reach their preset kill limits and shut down. The victory took a toll on Brannigan though, and he purposely adopts this dumb persona hoping to be kicked out of the Order. They keep him around, however, due to his fame, which is a decent recruiting tool. Again, it sounds good, but throughout the series, Brannigan does get ditched from the organisation constantly because he is in fact an idiot, and somehow he always gets back involved too. Number 8. Futurama is in Monsanto's pocket. In Lena and the Gene Sork, the Planet Express crew's resident mutant begins to grow tentacles. Leela's quest for a cure leads her to the morally bankrupt industrialist mum, who's been genetically engineering beanstalks to feed the hungry. Leela is outraged by this, but when mum can engineer a bean to cure her, Leela abandons her principles and embraces salvation. Conspiracy site The Daily Sheeple believes that Leela's acceptance of a thinly veined Monsanto analog is proof that Monsanto is bankrolling Futurama. The controversial bioengineering and agriculture company are allegedly using the show to indoctrinate children to think that their practices are natural and healthy. Furthermore, they cite other times the show has mentioned Monsanto as proof that Futurama is trying to cement the company's name in its viewers' head. This is dumb though, interesting, but dumb because it's all done for lols. Number 7. The Illuminati are hiding messages in Futurama. Prison Planet forum poster Disturbed_System predicted that some sort of terrible event would occur on the October 4th, 2012, a date that Futurama makes reference to a lot, due to the machinations of the Illuminati. He has plenty of crackpot theories to try and prove this, and cites several examples from The Simpsons as well, proving once and for all that the Illuminati are A. engineering events to shape the course of the world, and B. hiding clues about it in our animated television programs. Nothing happened on that date, no, when push come to shove, and furthermore, what the hell are you talking about? Number 6. Nobody ages due to radiation from the Planet Express ship. In I, roommate Fry sticks his head in the Planet Express ship's jet engines, alleging that the exhaust dries his hair and gives him great lift. If you believe some, however, there may have been more to this than just hair maintenance. User Kamark Time noticed that Fry's behaviour results in his face looking refreshed as well as his hair, and suggests radiation from the ship allows the characters to maintain a youthful appearance despite time passing on the show. Again, this is very well thought out and interesting, but again, it's a cartoon. They don't age because no cartoons age unless there's a story reason for it. Sorry to burst your bubble. Number 5. Nibbler is hiding something from Fry. In The Why of Fry, Nibbler reveals to Fry that, due to the lack of a delta wave in his brain, he is immune from the attacks of the brain spawn and can save the universe. Fry is revealed to be humanity's greatest hero, and his ultimate motivation for saving existence is his love for Leela. User Nerdorama, though, takes an extra close look at an exchange between Nibbler and 2 fellow Nibblonians when Fry is told of his destiny, where it seems to suggest there's something else at play here, because why would Nibbler wait to tell Fry about this when it's so important? Of course, none of this is true. The whole scene when the Nibblonians go on about Fry not knowing is done for yet more jokes. It's unlikely there's some other secret Fry is unaware of, and even if they were, the fact the show's never talked about it means you don't have to worry. Number 4. Fry's worms motivate him to be a better man. Another from Kamark Time, who focuses now on episodes Parasites Lost. In that show, Fry becomes infected with worms that make him smarter, stronger, and able to express his love for Leela. Then he gets rid of them because deep down, he knows this is all a bit of a lie. Kmark Time, however, believes these worms are the impetus for Fry to get on track, start acting more maturely, and then try to win Leela's love once and all in the right way. He now knows what it's like to be the man she loves, and he'll improve himself as much as is needed to get back there. Hence why at the end of this episode, he starts practicing the holophoner. It's a nice theory that became the catalyst for change, but it's ruined when you remember in the same season, Fry slept with his own grandmother. Number 3. Bender wasn't a criminal until he met Fry. When Fry first meets Bender in Space Pilot 3000, the robot is in line to use the suicide booth. Both ultimately survive, and on the run from Leela, they find themselves at the Head Museum. Trapped in the Hall of Criminals, Fry tries to convince Bender to bend some window bars and free them. Bender refuses, saying destructive bending is against his programming. When he gets electrocuted, he completely changes his mind and does the deed. Redditor the Loudest Penis, and yes, you heard that right, thinks the electrocution completely rebooted Bender's system, and being that he found himself in the Hall of Criminals, he just configured himself to fit in. There's more evidence for this, as during the Bird Bot of Icecatraz, a tuxedoed Bender is lost amongst a group of penguins, and when he reboots, he keeps in tune with his surrounding and actually becomes a penguin. To be fair too, this is quite a good concept and may actually be true. It's not airtight, there is some good evidence to suggest there's accuracy here. Number 2, Fry's in a coma and the show's his dream. The premise behind Futurama has become legendary. A shiftless 25-year-old delivery boy accidentally falls off a chair, hits his head, and cryogenically freezes himself, missing 1,000 years of human history and waking at the very end of the 30th century. A theory on Spin Pasta states that when Fry falls off his chair and smacks his head, a bucket of acid falls on him, burning him badly, and then it puts him in a coma. As it was established later that, as a child, Fry was fascinated with space and science fiction, his dreaming brain created the world of Futurama with all its zany characters and exciting technology. That's a lovely story and all, but at no point does the show even pretend that's the case, so it's unlikely true, and if it was, a waste of time and effort by everyone involved. Number 1, The Simpsons Futurama Paradox. Even though Futurama more than stands on its own, talking about it usually shifts across to The Simpsons at some point because of how linked they are. Both shows share similar animation and senses of humour, and in a 2014 episode of The Simpsons, the cast of Futurama travelled to modern-day Springfield for a crossover. The problem, though, is that Futurama has been acknowledged as a television show on The Simpsons, while The Simpsons has been acknowledged as a television show on Futurama. Matt Groening himself has tried to explain this paradox, stating that Futurama takes place 1,000 years in our future, while The Simpsons takes place in an alternative universe. Unfortunately, it doesn't explain how characters from each show could theoretically watch a TV show that refers to their lives as taking place on a TV show. So go and make of that what you will. Know of any other crazy fan theories for Futurama? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can even tell Whatculture on Twitter at Whatculture, or go read more articles on whatculture.com. My name is Simon from Whatculture. I'll chat to you again soon.